Bhagavata Purana or Srimad Bhagavatam is the 18th Mahapurana. It is considered as the last work of Maharshi Vedavyas. He started his work with 4 Vedas, which he divided into various shakhas, and then he wrote the Mahabharata and the Puranas. So, of the Ashtadasha Mahapuranas, Bhagavata Purana is the last one. In today's video, let's talk about Bhagavata Purana. Namaste everyone, welcome back to Zesty Nimbu. This is Sri Rekha. In our previous video, we had talked about the 17 Mahapuranas and we said we'll talk about the Bhagavata Purana in this video. The Ashtadasha Mahapuranas, we have seen how to remember that with a shloka, and we have seen the Pancha Lakshanas which are common to all the Mahapuranas. We have seen how the Puranas are the most important, even important than the Vedas, because they have reached the masses. They have extolled the virtues of Vedas and they have reached the masses, and because of which the dharmic values and the Vedic society is still prevalent in our country. Today we'll talk about the Bhagavata Purana. All the Puranas take their content from one another and they talk about the other Puranas as well. So Garuda Purana talks about Bhagavata Purana and extols its virtues or praises it. As we have discussed in our previous video, Garuda Purana is basically a dialogue between Mahavishnu and his Vahana, which is Garuda. So, Garuda Purana talks about Srimad Bhagavatam, and Vyasa mentions Srimad Bhagavatam in this shloka in the Garuda Purana. The shloka goes like this: Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam Bharatartha Vinirnayaha Gayatri Bhashya Bhutosau Vedartha Paribrahmhitaha Purananam Sarabhutaha Sakshat Bhagavatoditaha Granthoscha Dasasahasraha Srimad Bhagavata Bhidaha. So this is the shloka which was mentioned in Garuda Purana about Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavata Purana. What does the shloka mean? Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam. That means the Brahma Sutras or the Upanishads, the head of the Vedas that we have discussed in our Vedas videos, the Artha of the Upanishads is mentioned in Bhagavata Purana. Bharatartha Vinirnaya. That means the Artha of Mahabharata has been mentioned in Bhagavata Purana. Gayatri Bhashya Bhutosau. Bhagavata Purana is considered as a commentary on Gayatri Mahamantra. Vedartha Paribrahmhitaha. The Bhagavata Purana gives the essence of complete Vedas, which gives the Vedartha. Purananam Sarabhutaha. That means the essence of the complete Puranic lore is contained in Bhagavata Purana. It is considered an encyclopedia of all the Puranas. Sakshat Bhagavatoditaha. That means this has been told by the Bhagavan himself. The Bhagavata Purana starts with 4 shlokas which are narrated by Sriman Narayana, Mahavishnu, to his son Lord Brahma. In these 4 shlokas are expounded by Vedavyasa. So in these 4 shlokas, the Bhagavan himself mentions that the complete Sara of all the Puranas is there in Bhagavata Purana. Grantoshtha Dasha Sahasraha Srimad Bhagavata Bhidaha. There are 18,000 shlokas in this Purana. What is that Purana? Srimad Bhagavatam. This shloka has been mentioned in Garuda Purana about Bhagavata Purana. That is the importance of Bhagavata Purana. It is the complete Purana Sara of all the 17 other Puranas. So, of the Ashtadasha Mahapuranas, the last and final Purana, which is the Bhagavata Purana written by Vedavyasa, it contains the complete essence of all the other Puranas. It is the encyclopedia of all the other Puranas. So, as we have seen in our previous video, we have seen that there are Pancha Lakshanas for all the Mahapuranas, which are Sargaha, Pratisargaha, Vamshaha, Manvantara and Vamsanucharitam. So these are the 5 common Lakshanas for all the Puranas. Now for Bhagavata Purana there are 5 more. That means there are 10 Lakshanas. What are the 5 additional Lakshanas? They are Vritti. Vritti means ways and means of livelihood. Rakshanantara. That means avatars of Lord Vishnu which were taken by him to protect the people. Then we have Nirodha, which is concentration. Mukti, means of emancipation. That means liberation, and Apashraya, which is Brahma or ultimate support. That means reaching Parabrahma. So these are the 5 additional Lakshanas associated with Bhagavata Purana. Previously, there were 6 philosophical schools of thought. They were Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, and Vaiseshika. These were the philosophical schools in ancient times. But now, nobody follows any of these. Particularly, nobody follows Sankhya, Nyaya, Purvamimamsa, Vaiseshika. Nobody follows this. We still study that, but nobody follows it. Uttaramimamsa is basically Advaita Vedanta. Vedanta that is still followed. And Yoga, as we know, Yoga, many people follow it. But now, the 6 existing philosophies or schools of thought are Advaita Vedanta, which was established by Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, Vishishta Advaita, which is by Ramanujacharya, Dvaita, which is by Madhvacharya, Shuddha Advaita by Vallabhacharya, Dvaita Advaita by Nimbarkacharya, and Achintya Bheda Abheda by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These are the existing schools of thoughts or philosophies of thought. Bhagavata Purana is so prevalent that Shuddha Advaita by Vallabhacharya, which is prevalent in Gujarat, Dvaita Advaita by Nimbarkacharya, which is present in Rajasthan, Mathura of UP, Achintya Bheda Abheda by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is prevalent in Odisha and West Bengal, whose thought is followed by ISKCON and Bhaktivedanta. These 3 were very influenced by Bhagavata Purana, and they consider Bhagavata Purana more important than the Vedas. Madhvacharya, who is the founder of Dvaita Vedanta, wrote a lot of commentaries on Bhagavata Purana. There is an important verse in Bhagavata Purana which says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. That means Krishna is Bhagavan himself. So this sentence is the most important for these 3 philosophies. And they consider it the most important, and they consider it more important than the Vedas. But for Advaitins or people who follow Advaita Vedanta or the followers of Adi Shankara, they have written commentary on the complete Bhagavata Purana, unlike the other 3 which only say Krishna is Bhagavan himself. So there is a Advaita Vedantin called Sridhara Swami who wrote commentary on Bhagavata Purana, and this commentary is considered so important that all the schools of thought follow his commentary and accept his commentary. That is the greatness of Sridhara Swami. Now let's talk about the various works which have been influenced by Bhagavata Purana. There is a work on Goda Devi Tiruppavai, Andal, which is famous in Tamil Nadu. That is a work influenced by Bhagavata Purana. There is Narayaniyam, which is famous in Kerala. And then in the north, Kavi Surdas, who is famous in Braj. There is Mirabai. All these works have been influenced by Bhagavata Purana. And in Andhra Pradesh, there is Potana Bhagavatam, which was the basis for the Karnataka music by Tyagaraja and Purandara Dasa. Of all the Puranas, Bhagavata Purana's impact is the maximum. If you go to West Bengal, you have Jayadev's Gita Govind or Ashtapadi. His work is also influenced by Bhagavata Purana. And then on Jayadev's Ashtapadi, Narayana Tirtha wrote Krishna Leela Tarangini in Sanskrit. Again, it was influenced by Bhagavata Purana. It is said that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Sadashiva Brahmendra used to do Parayana of Bhagavata Purana on a daily basis. So these are the various works associated with Bhagavata Purana, and this is the importance of Bhagavata Purana in the way that it has had the maximum impact on people. We have the Krishna Leela. The Krishna Leelas are celebrated across the country, and not just in country but in various other countries as well. Southeast Asia, where Ramayana Mahabharata is famous, similarly Bhagavata Purana is famous as well because of Krishna Leelas. So that is the impact of Srimad Bhagavatam. I have tried covering the importance of Bhagavata Purana in this video. So we have seen in brief the various aspects associated with Bhagavata Purana, why it was extolled in Garuda Purana, and what are the various works which have been done, and the importance of the various schools of thought. I hope you have liked today's video. So do follow me on all social media platforms, and I have updated the quiz on my website. Please go and check the website at www.zestynimbu.com and answer the quiz. So we have discussed so much about Vedavyasa. So for the Rishi of the week, let's talk about Vedavyasa. I would like you all to find out about Vedavyasa, what are his works and his history, and put it in the comment section. We have seen how Bhagavata Purana is the Purana Sara of all the Puranas and how it gives the Vedartha, or it gives the meaning of all the Vedas. It gives the meaning of Upanishads or Brahma Sutras. So the question for the day is, how many avatars of Lord Mahavishnu has been mentioned in Bhagavata Purana? Do let me know the answer in the comment section. I see that a lot of you have answered the previous week's question as well. So I'm really happy about that. And please do so for this week's questions as well. So this is the importance of Bhagavata Purana, and with this video we complete the Puranas as well. So in the next video, let's talk about the Itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata. I've already done few videos on Ramayana and Mahabharata, but let's take it forward further. So I'll see you in the next video, and until then, Namaste.